I'm tired of my sister-in-law, and I even plan to skip my brother's wedding because of her weird behavior. My 27-year-old brother, Jake, 25M, is marrying Lisa, 24F. Since she doesn't have a family, my parents have tried hard to make her feel included. I liked her at first, the few times I saw her, until she started acting weird. I live 5 hours away from my family because I work as Kathy's, 78F, personal nurse. I also live with her while studying for another degree, so I don't have much free time. The first time I met Lisa almost 2 years ago, she came up to me excitedly, saying that everyone in the family always talks about me at gatherings, and that she really wanted to meet me. I made some small talk with her, then went to chat with my aunts. But for the rest of the night, she inserted herself into every conversation I had, even private ones. At first, I assumed she was just trying to fit in, so I included her. But she kept doing it at every family event, making me uncomfortable. The real problem started when my brother and Lisa got engaged. They planned to announce it at a party, but I had to leave early because Kathy had fallen in the bathtub. My brother understood the urgency and privately told me about the engagement before I left. I congratulated and hugged him, but Lisa ruined our moment. Instead of letting us share this special time, she complained that as the firstborn of the family, I had to be present for the announcement. My brother explained why I had to leave, but I ignored her comments. I have been taking care of Kathy since before I graduated. She trusts me completely, and since she's even paying for my second degree, she became like a third grandmother to me. After her accident, Kathy's health deteriorated significantly. It was just me and her pregnant great-granddaughter caring for her. My mother sometimes helped at the hospital because Kathy didn't like being touched by strangers due to past trauma. Despite knowing all this, Lisa still acted entitled. A few months ago, she went wedding dress shopping with the women in our family. I couldn't go because Kathy was sick, yet Lisa kept complaining about my absence. She also forced her way into my mother's birthday brunch, which was supposed to be a mother-daughter tradition. My mother felt uncomfortable, but we included Lisa anyway. This has happened multiple times. Lisa pushes herself into moments that weren't meant for her. I tried to be kind, but her behavior became increasingly intrusive. 3 days ago, Kathy passed away. My entire family was devastated. She was a wonderful woman who meant the world to us. Kathy's great-granddaughter surprised me by planning a trip for the two of us to bury Kathy's ashes at her childhood cottage, as per her wishes. My mother also wanted to come, but Lisa, she was furious. She threw a fit, complaining that we were taking a trip 2 days before her wedding. I had completely forgotten about the wedding in my grief, and my mother assured her we would be back the night before. Everything was already prepared, so there was nothing to worry about. But Lisa wouldn't let it go. And then she said something that shattered my patience. She told me, "You care more about an old lady who wasn't even your family than you do about me. Your real family. I'm your brother's wife and the mother of your future nieces and nephews. That dead woman wasn't even your blood." I snapped. I told her that Kathy was family to me, but she, Lisa, wasn't even a friend. That if it weren't for my brother, I wouldn't bother with her at all. Lisa tried to argue, then started crying, saying she just wanted to be part of the family. But how can someone who never even gave me condolences for my loss expect to be my family? She spent the entire time talking about her wedding while I was making funeral arrangements. Now, I don't even want to go to the wedding. I love my brother, but I feel sick thinking about dealing with Lisa again. After thinking things over, I talked to my family about everything. That's when I found out even more disturbing things about Lisa. My mother told me Lisa often made snide comments like, "I'm more of a daughter to you than OP, since she never visits you and I do," even though my mother repeatedly told Lisa she doesn't like physical contact. Lisa keeps hugging her, despite how much it makes her uncomfortable. Lisa also badmouthed me behind my back, even saying that I cried more over Kathy's death than I did for my own grandfather's. My father told me something even weirder. Last year, Lisa told him, "Your second daughter," referring to herself, "knows you better than your first daughter me." Even my younger brother confirmed that Lisa constantly complained about me not going to family events, sometimes even directly to my face. We had all tolerated her behavior for way too long. Then my brother confessed something heartbreaking. Lisa hates Kathy. Even though she never met her, she constantly made cruel comments about her. Every time my brother tried to explain why Kathy was important to us, Lisa would give him the cold shoulder for the rest of the day. But the worst part? My brother looks exhausted every day. He admitted that he struggles to deal with Lisa's behavior too, but he keeps trying because she always wanted a family. I told him, we want to be her family, but she needs to respect boundaries. We've been too gentle, but we're at our limit. My father agreed and told my brother this was pushing Lisa away from everyone. My brother cried. He hugged me and apologized, saying he was sorry for everything. I wanted to tell him I was cutting Lisa off, but I didn't. I didn't want to make him feel like he had to choose between her or me. Instead, I told him we needed to set hard boundaries. The wedding happened. After another family intervention, My father made it clear he did not approve of the marriage. He didn't attend the wedding. Since that day, my brother barely speaks to any of us except for my mother. But even she refuses to allow Lisa in her house. We all explained to my brother why this marriage was a bad idea, but he went through with it anyway. And now he's distanced himself from us. I didn't go to the wedding either. Instead, I spent extra time grieving for Kathy in peace. Since then, I've chosen to step back. My brother is an adult, and I can't control his choices. But there's one more thing, something really bizarre. Apparently, Lisa is jealous of my relationship with my brother. She told him she finds it weird that we're so close, that we sometimes lie in the same bed to watch TV or play video games. It's completely normal sibling behavior, but she acts like it's strange. Lisa even starts arguments with my brother about it. Yet, at the same time, she wants to be close to me. She wants to be my brother's favorite person by being my parents, daughter, and his sister. It's like she's trying to replace me in the family. At this point, I've given up trying to understand her. I just know that I don't want her in my life anymore. For now, I'm focusing on myself. If my brother ever realizes the truth, I'll be there for him. Until then, I'm stepping away from the chaos.